you get this double-double. Straight to your bubble. In this game because I love the trouble. So watch your tone if you.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. He's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. They find some open field here. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Wentz. He'll check this down to Hines. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When the season began, the Colts went through a 3-man shuffle about who would emerge as the lead running back for them. It turned out to be Jonathan Taylor, the rookie out of Wisconsin. But when they needed a pass catcher out of the backfield, it was Nyheim Hines. 63 catches, 3rd most by a running back in the NFL.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Cameron Batson. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play action. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
The former Steeler Bud Dupree in on the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From midfield, here's Wentz. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Seven, our score after 1. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
defense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st down, it's Hines. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 33. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. Left tackle Eric Fisher, the former Kansas City Chief, the guilty party. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. Try to punch it in with Taylor. He gets away from 1. Taylor's got the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just... can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to the score, Colts 14, Titans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Jones has it. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And all the way down to the 12. Well, Julio Jones, not really the first guy you think of when you're talking about yards after the catch, but he's still got plenty of guile with the ball in his hands. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. This is caught by Hilton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On the delay, here's Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wentz now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. To throw is Wentz. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
And just 19 sacks as a team last year, the 3rd lowest in the NFL. Yet this team still made the playoffs. With better pass rush as we just saw there, this team could have a longer stay as they seek a Super Bowl title.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill.
A slant to Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Tannehill. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Well, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz.
Complete to Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Wentz going to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill.
Got this complete to Racey McMath.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A first down carry for Henry. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10, touchdown Indianapolis.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good,
and that gives him a 3-point lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
From the 31, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is
first down. Hines. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Now Wentz. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Monty Rice
able to get him for a loss of about 3. Second down and goal. Wentz. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They run with Hines. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
2nd and 11. Again, it's Taylor.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's taken in by Ferkser.
Touchdown, Titans. Anthony Ferkser, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the